Hi, I got my copy of Home Designer Pro 2019 open, and a simple box house and vector view camera. And then I click on the wall there, and you have to hit the next button or tab key on your keyboard, and that's the wall polyline. And it's malleable. You can adjust it directly by manipulating it. Of course, that kind of an edit there doesn't make much sense, but nevertheless, it is important to understand that you can edit these wall polylines, because there's going to be some cases. I'm using the break tool, by the way, to put a break up here. And I can create a slot in there. So walls are defined by these wall polylines. And when you do something like that, it'll stay like that until or unless you open the wall dialog box, go to the structure tab, and see, because I manually edited that, this is unchecked. And by checking that and clicking OK, then it returns the wall to where it was. So sometimes the program won't fill in properly, and you'll need to adjust the wall polyline. This isn't necessary. I'm just doing it for demonstration purposes. Even that little tiny edit there, let me hit the next button. Go to the structure tab. See, it's although I altered it where just enough where you can't really even see it in a camera view, it's nonetheless altered and will remain altered until you undo it by that method. Let's see. Yeah, on such a simple model like this, it's kind of hard to get extra unwanted lines like the kinds you were complaining of. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to close this. Let me just open cheap Premiere. And specifically what I'm talking about with Premiere is I'm just going to create another simple box house. Whoa, boy, my profile plan got huge. That is a big house indeed. Make this a little bit more malleable. I don't need it 200 feet wide. 20 feet's fine. Make it 20 feet by 20 feet. Okay. I'm going to put a roof on here. Now I'm going to open a layout. For you non-Home Designer Pro users, this is something that only Pro and Premiere do. I'm going to open a new layout. Turn the grid off. This is a virtual piece of paper. And I'm going to do an elevation view of this house. And we'll put a couple of windows and a door in it. Okay, now I'm going to go File, Send to Layout. Well, it's asking me to save it. Okay, I'll save it to my desktop so I can throw it away after this. Okay, now it's asking me what scale and so forth, and in this case I don't particularly care, but we'll send that to layout at 1/4" scale. Okay, and also, so the Pro won't do this, but in Cheap I can just click on a scale icon instead of having to delete the view and resend it. Let's make it 1" scale. Yeah, can't do that in Pro. And it's one of many features I love. Like I say, I'm spoiled. Now, there's a tool called the Edit Layout tool. I can click on that tool, and then I can select a pattern line like that and delete it. Or I can hit undo and send it back, or I can left click and drag and create lines with this tool. So sometimes you'll in a vector view, you'll have lines that are there that you don't want there. These blue lines are from the layout because I have to go over here to print, drawing sheet. The drawing sheet doesn't match the print sheet. Yeah, it's architectural 24 by 36, but the printer, where's the printer data? I thought there was a way to change this drawing sheet scale. Well, sorry about that. I'm having a brain fart. I should be able to straighten that up. I thought it was with drawing sheet set up. Well, I'm going to go to print, see what the printer's set to. Save as. Oh, okay. Yeah, the blue lines are coming because I had the printers preset the letter size for some reason. Probably the last thing I printed was letter size. If I change this to architectural D, then see the blue lines go away. And this just indicates, these blue lines indicate how many letter size sheets it would take to print this view at this size. I guess what I can do is just go over here to File, Print, Drawing Sheet Setup, and we'll change the drawing sheet to letter size, and then those lines will go away. Letter size. Of course, now this view is too big. So I'm going to rescale that down to 1/4 inch. Yeah, that's better, size-wise. So, okay, sorry about that. I'm still got the blue lines there. Oh well. The blue lines come from your printer setup, and I just didn't have this set up for this properly. But I wanted to demonstrate this edit layout tool. You can draw lines, or this doesn't have any unwanted pattern lines, but if I wanted to get rid of the gutter manually, I could just delete the gutter lines, resize that one, and extend that one. This is something, like I say, Pro doesn't do. It doesn't have that capability, and that's why it's no big deal to me. I can add or subtract lines at will, and you saw how long that took. It didn't take very long at all. Anyway, thanks for, I hope this video helped some people, and if it didn't, I'm sorry. If it does, I'm happy to help. Thank you.